Good evening. Welcome back, or just welcome. If you've never been here before, I'm Kerry. This is my channel, SilverScreen Snob. And you may have seen I have not posted for a very, very long time, but I'm back. So let me explain what happened. So I haven't uploaded a post for quite some time actually. And that was because I was mostly trying to do reviews and things like that. Problem being is I don't get previews or anything like that. I was paying to see the film, so with my job and with everything going on with my family, like trying to schedule around them, sometimes we wouldn't see it on opening night. It would be a couple of days. Then I'll do a review, edit it, get it out there. By the time I've done that, it's like the film's been out for a week and nobody really wants to see a review because they've already seen the movie. So it was getting really difficult, and it was like I felt like I wasn't, giving it my all, shall we say. So I kind of just let it go to the wayside. I got a promotion, yay, which was great, but I kind of missed talking about film. Because I love film so much. It's just, I'm passionate about it. But anyway, so yada yada yada. A year is how, actually more than a year I think. Last time I posted a video, I was still living in my old place, and we have since moved. We have been in our house now for a year, so it's been a while. Yeah, so why have I suddenly come back to haunt you all? So a couple of days ago, I was invited by my friend Joe, who is on YouTube with the Nightmare Cabin, and he's been doing like a samurai season. So he's been doing reviews of things like obviously Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, Ran. There was a few others as well. He's also done some book reviews. I think he's done a couple of books. But he invited me to come and do a review of Zatoichi. So we mainly looked at the Beat Takeshi version, but we've done a little bit of an overview of like the others because it's such a big thing. And he wanted me to come on to his podcast because I had recommended the film to him a few years ago. So he's only just got around to seeing it, but yeah, I'd recommended it because I'm such a big fan of it. And yeah, so we went on and had a chat, and it was nearly an hour, which I couldn't believe we actually talked that long. And I really enjoyed it. It was nice to just chat about film, and especially Zatoichi, which is one of my favourites. What I'll do is, if I remember, I will post the link to that video in the description, so you can see us just chatting about the movie and things like that. But anyway, so come down. I was happy after I'd done it, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I enjoyed doing that. And my husband made the daft but very supportive suggestion that I should just do it. I should just go back to my channel, and instead of doing reviews, which I could do if I managed to watch a film early enough, just come and talk about film. So here I am. But not just randomly talk about film. No. Obviously there is a plan. So I am very vocal, shall we say, about when Hollywood decides to remake foreign film. I hate it. I say hate it, it's a bit of a strong word. Nah, screw it. I hate it. I hate it. Because I'm just like, just watch the original movie. What was wrong with the film? What, just because it's in another language? Oh, you have to read subtitles. Anyway, I know that's not a very popular opinion, but I've been watching foreign films since I was like 11 years old. Like, my dad introduced me to my first foreign film, which was in French. And actually it was remade. So I might include that in this little season that we've got coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at movies that I love from foreign cinema. So we'll have Hong Kong cinema, maybe Japanese, Korean, French. We'll try and do a little bit of a spread, all right. And then I'm going to compare it to the Hollywood remake. So that will mean putting myself through films that I have maybe seen before, and I will watch them again, or I will put myself through films that I vowed never to watch, but I realise I can't exactly moan about something that I haven't seen. So for you lovely people, whoever may be watching, I'm going to do a bit of a season. So I'm going to compare original movies to Hollywood remakes, and obviously I'm going to be a little bit biased because as you can tell by this tiny rant I'm having, I'm probably going to veer towards the original films more. However, I will be completely honest. I will make very detailed notes to go through. And basically, I suppose, if I'm still of the mindset that I prefer the original, I'm going to tell you why I prefer the original. And I'm going to make an argument for it. I'm going to give across the case that the original film should be the one that everyone watches. All right? And then, guys, the comment section is for you to agree or disagree. We don't all have to get along. We can have our differences of opinion. Just remember, it's my channel, so I'm probably right. I'm joking. Of course not. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I won't give you a complete list of films. I've made some films that I'm going to do, but a little bit flaky. I'm going to be doing this around my life. At the moment, I'm on some holidays, but you know, in a few weeks' time, I go back to work, so I'll be fitting it around that. But I'm going to try and get maybe once every couple of weeks, and just to start the ball rolling. I think for my first one, probably it'll probably be one of my favourite films of all time, Infernal Affairs. I absolutely love that film. And obviously I will compare that to the Hollywood remake, The Departed, which I have seen. So I have watched it already. Massive Jack Nicholson fan. I cannot tell you how much I love Jack Nicholson. I know he's a complete and utter lech, and I know he's, you know, just completely bonkers, but I love him. And so I don't mind watching this one, but I do have a slight bone to pick with this. So I'm going to do that as my first one and see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. I am going to compare foreign cinema to the Hollywood remake, and I'm going to let you know what I think. Now, I know that, you know, there are some videos I think out there. I mean, I did do a little bit of a YouTube deep dive, and I found someone comparing the two old boys, the original and the Spike Lee remake, which I'll probably do as well, because where that one goes more into like just comparing the storyline and just comparing, I don't know, it seemed very clinical, which isn't a bad thing. My ones are probably going to be more through emotion, because it's like, how does this make me feel? How does this film entertain me? How does it make me think? How does it make me, you know, yeah. So it's not going to be a very clinical. Please don't tune in thinking you're going to get a play-by-play, you know, all the shots and everything, comparing them. This is literally going to be me looking at it as a movie and going, why did I like this one? Why did I prefer this one? So yeah, so there are lots of videos out there that do look at Hollywood remakes. A lot of them, though, are remakes of already Hollywood films. So, you know, A Star Is Born, how many times has that been remade? And The Fly, that's been remade. And why are they the only two that I can think of at the back? You can see I've done my research already, haven't you? But this will be foreign cinema and, you know, films that I love. So there'll be an emotional attachment to them, which will probably mean that I have to work harder for the American film. But I will do it, because I can't complain about something I haven't seen. Yeah. Alright then. So yes, make sure that you tune in for this remake season, I suppose it'll be. I will try and remember to post the link to the Zatoichi video that I did with my mate Joe, Nightmare Cabin. So go check that out. He does film. He does mostly music, because he does. If you can see that, he mostly does Iron Maiden cast with my husband. Hence the flag. But yeah, so I am returning. I will be back, and I am going to do this season. I'll see if anyone is crazy enough to want to come on and talk with me every so often. And let's just see where this goes. All right, foreign Hollywood remake season starts soon.